The average new truck in America costs $58,000. The average auto loan is 72 months. And the average modern truck is engineered to start falling apart the moment that loan is paid off. Cylinder deactivation, 10-speed transmissions, turbocharged 4-cylinder engines stuffed into 6,000-pound frames. The industry wants you financing a new truck every 5 to 7 years for the rest of your life. They are betting you will never check the service records. We checked the service records. Buried in the logbooks of long-haul drivers and delivery fleets, there are 5 trucks that crossed 1 million miles. Not with crate engines, not with rebuilt transmissions, on the original drivetrain. These are the trucks that made the dealerships irrelevant. Number 1. The Anvil, Toyota Tundra. In 2016, a man named Victor Shepard rolled his 2007 Toyota Tundra past 1 million miles. Original 5.7-liter V8. Original 6-speed automatic. Toyota was so stunned they gave him a brand new truck. Then Shepard did it again. In 2025, he crossed 1 million miles on a 2014 Tundra. Same man, 2 trucks. 2 million miles. Both on original drivetrains. The secret is what the engine does not have. No turbos to blow. No direct injection to build carbon. No hybrid battery systems to degrade. The 5.7-liter I-Force V8 is naturally aspirated and port injected. The 6-speed automatic has fewer moving parts than the 10-speed automatics Ford and General Motors are using now. Toyota deliberately over-engineered the drivetrain and then refused to change it for over a decade. The industry calls that outdated. The odometer calls it unkillable. Shepard's maintenance on both trucks was oil changes, brake pads, and fluid services. No engine rebuilds, no transmission replacements. 2 million miles on routine maintenance only. The 2022 and later Tundra switched to a twin turbo V6 with a 10-speed automatic, exactly the complexity that kills million-mile longevity. The model years to look for are 2014 through 2021, second-generation Tundra with the 5.7-liter V8. The simpler the spec, the longer it lives. Number 2. The Diesel Immortal, Dodge Ram 2500 and 3500 with the 5.9-liter Cummins. Howard Clayton's 2000 Dodge Ram 3500 has reached 2.6 million miles. That is not a typo. 2.6 million miles on a 5.9-liter Cummins turbo diesel. Other Cummins Rams have documented 1.7 million miles and beyond. The 5.9-liter Cummins is the most proven diesel engine ever put in a consumer vehicle. The earlier 12-valve version is legendary, specifically because it has almost no electronics, no computer-controlled injection timing, no diesel particulate filter, and no diesel exhaust fluid system, cast iron block, forged steel crankshaft, mechanical fuel injection. It is a mechanical engine in an increasingly digital world, and that simplicity is why it refuses to die. When Dodge switched to the 6.7-liter Cummins in 2007, they added a diesel particulate filter, a catalytic reduction system, and diesel exhaust fluid injection, all EPA mandated. These systems added complexity and failure points the 5.9-liter never had. This is why pre-2007 Cummins trucks sell for $25,000 to $40,000 on the used market, sometimes more than they cost new. The market is telling you exactly which engine it trusts. Clayton's 2.6 million miles averages 130,000 miles per year. That is coast to coast 46 times every single year for 20 years on the same engine. Avoid the models from 1998 to 2002, known for VP44 injection pump failure. The bulletproof picks are the 1994 to 1998 12-valve, or the 2003 to 2007 Common Rail 5.9-liter. The Cummins is immortal. The NV4500 manual is the long-haul transmission. A 2008 Toyota Tacoma, driven by Mike Neal, reached 1,625,000 miles delivering medicine across the southeastern United States. It is the highest mileage gas-powered pickup truck ever documented. While the internet argues about whether mid-size trucks are real trucks, this Tacoma quietly delivered more miles than most semi-trucks ever will. The second-generation Tacoma runs a 4.0-liter V6, naturally aspirated and port-injected, the same engine family as the fifth-generation 4Runner. No turbos. No cylinder deactivation. Tacomas have dominated resale value charts for over 15 years. A 5-year-old Tacoma retains 75 to 80% of its MSRP. That is the market pricing and durability. Neil averaged 100,000 miles per year for 16 years. He replaced the engine once around 900,000 miles, a single rebuild across 1.6 million miles of daily commercial use. But the frame, the cab, and the chassis survived every one of those miles. The truck was retired when Mike Neal retired. The 2024 and later Tacoma switched to a turbocharged 4-cylinder. The million-mile formula is the models from 2005 to 2015. The second generation with the 4.0-liter V6. These are getting harder to find because owners do not sell them. When you see one, move fast. A 1991 Chevrolet Silverado C1500 reached 1.29 million miles as a fish delivery truck. It ran a 350 small block V8, the most mass-produced engine in American automotive history, manufactured in various forms since 1955. That was 34 years ago. Here is the uncomfortable question. Could a modern Silverado do it? GM's current trucks run cylinder deactivation across 17 different firing patterns and 10-speed automatics with nearly twice the internal components of the 4L60E that helped the 1991 Silverado hit 1.29 million miles. More parts means more failure points. The million-mile Silverado succeeded because it was mechanically simple. GM has been building the opposite ever since. But the real durability story is not just the engine, it is the ecosystem. Every auto parts store in America carries small block Chevy components. Every independent mechanic knows how to rebuild one. When your truck can be fixed anywhere by anyone, that is durability by infrastructure. The small block has been installed in an estimated 100 million vehicles. That is not an engine. That is a national repair network. A pre-2007 classic body with the 5.3-liter or 6.0-liter Vortec and a 4L80E automatic represents the last simple drivetrains, or a 2500 HD from 2017 to 2019, with the 6.6-liter Duramax and Allison 1000 is the modern heavy-duty workhorse. Avoid the 2019 and later 1500 with the 2.7-liter Turbo 4. That is a fuel economy play, not a longevity play. Number 5. The underdog, Nissan Frontier. A 2007 Nissan Frontier hit 1 million miles in 2020 as a delivery vehicle. It kept its original manual transmission for 800,000 of those miles. Here's the number nobody talks about. Nissan produced the same generation Frontier for 16 consecutive years, from 2005 to 2021, with minimal changes. It used the same 4.0-liter VQ4DE V6, derived from an engine family that won Ward's 10 Best Engines Award 14 times. 16 years of the same platform means 16 years of mechanics learning every weakness and every fix. That institutional knowledge is a form of durability no first-year redesign can match. That 2007 Frontier cost $22,000 when new. 1 million miles at $22,000 is 2.2 cents per mile. A buyer who purchases a $58,000 modern truck and trades it at 100,000 miles pays 58 cents per mile. The Frontier owner paid 26 times less per mile. That is the math the industry does not want you to do, and it tells you everything about what the modern truck industry chose to prioritize: features over longevity, financing over ownership, replacement over repair. The 2022 Plus Frontier has a new 3.8-liter V6 and a 9-speed automatic, both unproven at high mileage. The million-mile formula is the 2005 to 2021 second-generation model with the 4.0-liter V6. Manual models are the ultimate longevity play. Find a clean one, and you have the most undervalued workhorse on the used market. Here is the rule. The trucks that hit 1 million miles have one thing in common. They were too simple to fail. No turbos, no cylinder deactivation, no 10-speed transmissions, no touchscreens controlling the engine. Every million-mile truck on this list ran a naturally aspirated engine, a low-gear count transmission, and a frame that could be serviced with basic tools in any shop in America. A Tundra hit 2 million miles on oil changes. Cummins Ram hit 2.6 million miles on mechanical simplicity. A Tacoma delivered medicine for 1.6 million miles. A Silverado hauled fish for 1.29 million miles. A Frontier ran 1 million miles on a $22,000 investment. The industry is building the opposite of every one of these trucks. The trucks that hit 1 million miles were too simple to fail. Next time on Quality Rot, we are exposing the 5 components that modern truck manufacturers have deliberately engineered to fail at 100,000 miles. Transmissions, turbos, emissions systems, infotainment modules, and the one part nobody talks about. Subscribe so you do not miss it.